Oh, I think we're live. I'm not too sure.
Okay, good. We made it. I was a
I
little
know,
early
right?
there, and I jumped on the gun. It's like, oh, he's going to be ready. Oh, no, he's not. Shit.
I know. Jesus Christ! It's not like the factor that Boogie's decided to chit chat with Jim one more time with Muda Dum Keemstar, who said he was never going to show his face again on the Low Cow Live podcast, as well as Wings of Redemption, all going over the potential abuse, whether it's true or not. I really don't fucking care at this point. Of Boogie 2988. I don't. I don't know. It's like I said, this whole boogie thing is getting kind of boring. Kind of fucking boring. It's like, oh my god, can we just kind of leave him alone? Just
No, we have to law that cow as much as possible.
yeah, apparently, Sparky called it. But regardless of the factor, I'm good. I watched a bit of it behind the scenes. I'm not intrigued with this entire thing. It's just he is the typical lolcow. He's the reason why lolcow live exists. Without him as the face of that particular program, it will die. Period. End of line. So yeah, he's just a cow that just likes getting slaughtered over and over and over again. What was that? Survivors Africa, where they tap the cows for their blood. That's
Jesus
basically
Christ
Boogie.
Superstar. I was.
Yeah, it was.
Stop
It
the
was.
holy
I know
sheep.
it was a survival one, but they were set in Africa, and the Africans actually do tap cows there for their bloods for whatever reason to make like something like blood milk or whatever. Yeah, yeah. And the cow just kind of stands there as blood just pours out of him, they just kind of hit the back, and it seals up, and they redo it again. It's just it's an ongoing sore that they can actually open and close whenever they want to. It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. But yeah, there we
It
go.
is what it is.
I know, right? Jesus Christ! But we made it. We made it to the finale. We made it to the finale.
Are you
But
sure
the
we're
last
not there yet?
I know, right? The last episode, the last fucking episodes of that guy with glasses. How fucking bad can this thing get? We'll be finding out pretty soon. You want to take a stab on how bad it will get? A good guess.
I don't know. I'm getting some Meto here.
Oh well. Don't get a box or popcorn anytime soon. Let's do this. Hitting the play button now.
Started this gangster shit.
How's that?
It's the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello.
Truncated reviewer on the run. What?
And it's the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello. The motherfucking world is a ghetto. Magazines full clips and heavy metal when the smoke settles.
Oh Jesus.
I'm checking for a big yellow.
I forgot.
And welcome to the That Guy with the Glasses finale.
that
What an
happened.
arduous journey it has been to get here. Lots of difficulties and obstacles laid in our path, but we're not the only adventurer out there that's run into a bit of trouble. I'm talking about our own little Lindsay Lohan, our little Disney princess. And what sort of trouble has the nostalgia chick been into to get a mugshot that looks like this? I have a feeling it's not due to a feminist critique of the Transformers. Just call it a hunch. But maybe we can take a look at the alleged police report that's circulating online right now to get a better idea what exactly happened. You know, take a look at the officer's notes. See what she did to get the fuzz to come down on her. What did little Lindsay do to get the police up on her shit? Narrative case notes. On August 12th, 2017 at 49 past midnight, Officer Garrison A. responded to a call regarding drunkenness at 257 East Main Street. On arrival, contact was made with suspect Lindsay Ellis. She was very unsteady on her feet. Her speech was nearly unintelligible, and she was extremely hostile towards officers. She was taken into custody on the charge of public intoxication. While being transported to WCDC, Ellis began kicking the windows of my patrol vehicle and banging her head against the cage repeatedly. I then stopped and placed hobbles around the suspect's feet to prevent her from causing damage to the vehicle or inflicting injury to herself. During the process, she stepped on her own glasses, breaking them. She was then transported the rest of the way to WCDC without further incident. The suspect's handcuffs were checked for proper fit, double locked, and no complaint of injury was made. kicking the windows of my patrol vehicle and banging her head against the cage repeatedly. Take a moment to get a
Okay,
mental image of this going on.
she's lost it.
Imagine a completely sloppy fucking
But then she is a
Lindsay
feminist.
Ellis in the back of a squad car,
Yes.
mule kicking the shit out of the bars in the back of the car, and slamming her fucking head against the window. Hey, yo, motherfucker, I don't know if you know this, but I review movies on the internet. Hard Knock Life's up in this bitch. You're talking to the Shirley Temple killer in here, motherfucker. Clearly she was fighting the patriarchy in a bid to escape to her freedom. Obviously this officer must have mansplained to her that you can't take a piss on the sidewalk after having 14 Jaeger bombs. And she needed to teach the fucking patriarchy a lesson. Our brave little freedom fighter, stunning and brave little freedom fighter, didn't let it get her down. And so now we have this lovely picture to remember the evening by. Now, while it's funny, I don't think I can shit on Ellis too hard. I mean, haven't we all been there? Haven't we gotten so drunk that we tried to break out of a cop car and then damaged our glasses in a fit of rage? I mean, that's a common experience I think we've all shared. Because, you know, YouTube videos, that's a tough business. You put up that 20-minute review of the newest movie, and you just want to go out and...
I don't know, Jim. Have you had that experience? Ever? Got into a drunken rager where you have to break yourself out of a cop car? I think Jim just killed himself. I'll continue.
Wild a little bit. You want to tear some shit apart. That's how Ellis gets her kicks off. I have to admit, though, I'm a little bit relieved. For a while there, I thought she was arrested for something else. I thought those dirty, evil SJW feminists found her rape rap video and brought her up on charges of hurting feelings. If you remember the last video that I had done featuring Ellis in the compilation collection, I had to get the boys together in the lab to put together our best approximation of what we thought that would be. But sadly, it doesn't exist on the internet anymore. But what can I do? I'm not Merlin. I don't have a magic wand where I can go abracadabra rape rap video appear.
So logically, if you're rapping, you're probably not raping at any given time. So here we have my friend and yours, convicted rapist Brian, who's going to help us on our little experiment.
Hey, can I rap about rape? Sweet! Cool. Alright, this is week 3.
Or perhaps I do. Well, what do you know? The rape rap video does exist. Somebody put up a copy of it. Thank you very much, archivist, for holding on to this gem so we can take a look at the hot lyrics that Lindsay wrote for the rape rap video. Because she was the writer on this. Now, DJ Fedora here, he's singing the song, but remember the lyrics. The hotness comes from the head writer, Lindsay Ellis. So let's drop a beat and listen to this jam, homeboy. Here is the rape rap video.
Oh, God.
See how close it compares to my my speculated guess.
Yo, I'm sick of porno taping. I need it like a wild ape and my penis is bent and misshapen. So I'm spending my nights out raping. With my hand on your mouth, cause I don't like noise. I just use cause I toys. In your like a pond full of toys. But no teen witch cause I don't like boys. I always struck out with women, more or less. I never got no action. My life was a mess till I found the secret to my success.
Okay.
No means yes. Yo, P-Cash, take it to the bridge.
It almost makes you wonder why Ellis would want to get rid of this. Because
I am confused on everything on that one, but sure.
Oh, yeah. Well. Still echo.
What echo?
I had an echo on my side. I can hear myself in my microphone. I don't know why.
You can hear yourself and you don't know why. How about if I do this?
How about now? Nope. Still hear me.
I have no idea what. No. If you don't get an echo while I'm away, then it can't be me.
No, I know it's me. I knew it was before.
Have you hit a function that would give you an echo?
I hate fucking TikTok.
It's a ticker in the talker.
I'm going to shut down and I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be here.
We'll still be here, but let's see if that's... No, it's not TikTok. Shit. It was this.
It was this. Okay, now he's awfully quiet.
No. Hold on. How about now? Yeah, it's the restreams.
It's a restream. How are you getting? See, he would have to be. It'd be on your side of the restream. You have to
I
probably have
know.
like
I
echo
gotta get it out
cancellation or something on.
All right. I have to turn echo.
Yeah.
All right. How's that? No, that's not doing it. Still not doing it. I fucking hate this. Good. Keep on playing off here.
All right.
Really, it's just stupid, isn't it? It's so dumb and tame and neutral and not really that offensive. It's a fat fedora-wearing idiot rapping about rape.
You can't spell rape without rape. And if she orders the most expensive thing on the menu, that's implied consent.
Maybe she's trying to bury the past a little bit, bury that past, so she doesn't have to atone for her sins of humor. I don't know, but I don't see what's so bad about that. I don't see what's so terribly offensive about that she would need to pull it down. But then again, Lindsay runs with a new crowd. She runs with a new crowd who doesn't like anything that's not very politically correct. She's re-imaged herself. You can see that in her latest videos and the way she presents them and the subject matter that she covers, which is a shame because it seems like Lindsay might have been pretty fun to hang out with back in the day. Might have had a pretty decent sense of humor. But hey, fuck it. I mean, a little bit of public intoxication, fighting with the police, and a couple videos about rape really don't make you a bad person. It's not like she shot a Mexican or something.
Nice. Juan, but not forgotten. Ha ha ha. Yeah,
those Antweiler boys, they sure get up to some mischief. I'm talking about Noah Antweiler, the spoony one. And if you ever watched his videos, the wrestling videos in particular, you probably noticed his co-host there. That would be Noah's brother, Miles. Now, shockingly, unlike Noah, Miles has actually done something with his life. He stands on the razor-thin blue line separating us from the thugs that exist in our midst. The deep, dark criminal underbelly. Yes, that's right. Miles actually contributes in a tangible fucking way to society. He doesn't just sit around reviewing Final Fantasy while drinking himself into a coma. He's in law enforcement. That's him on the very far left there. Now, I'm sure some of you are already well aware of this. You probably keep up with the news. You might have read a few articles about Miles' exploits out there in the field doing what he does. But in case you
was he part of ICE or something?
Let me pick a random headline to give you an idea of the kind of cop work that Miles gets involved in. Immigrant killed by deputy had troubled past. Sheriff Joe Arpaio believes Deputy Miles Antweiler was protecting the public when he held his service revolver near Castellano's head and pulled the trigger. The bullet entered Castellano's skull between his eyes and his ears and lodging in his brain. I think the deputy is probably a hero, Arpaio said. He might have saved a lot of lives that night. Now, all joking aside, Miles was in one hell of a situation. If you actually read the fucking news report, this guy was like a human smuggler. He was involved in a bunch of criminal shit. And I'll read a piece of it for you to give you an idea of what he's fucking dealing with when he arrives on scene. When paramedics pulled Castellanos' body from his SUV, they found his assault rifle with more than 30 rounds of ammunition and a handgun. So he's got a criminal record. He's a human smuggler. He's already in court for something. They get called to the residence, and Miles has to go deal with this guy. And he's got a fucking arsenal in his vehicle. He tells him, keep still, put your hands up, and everything goes to shit. But I think we all know what's really going on here. Miles calls the shots. He sets the fucking policies. Why do you think Donald Trump pardoned Joe Arpaio? Because Arpaio praised Miles' work. He's the ringleader for immigration enforcement in this country, but people aren't really well aware of that. Why do you think Noah refers to him as the Iceman, the DDT machine? They might be thinking, wait, maybe that's a reference. Maybe he's a big fan of Top Gun. Maybe the DDT machine's like a wrestling thing. No, that's Death Dealing Tortilla Machine. The Iceman is coming. We need to run away before he kills us with his tortillas. Funnily enough, if you bring this up to Noah, if you mention this on, say, a Hitbox stream or a YouTube stream, Spoony doesn't respond very well. Now, I think it's deep-seated jealousy. I think he's upset that his brother does something and he doesn't. But nonetheless, if you were to mention Juan but not forgotten in any context, on any platform that Spoony happens to be on, he immediately flips his shit. He starts banning people left and right. Now, some individuals, I don't know who they are, they got into some
His
shenanigans.
name was Juan.
Went to one of his hitbox
He had a
streams,
family,
and
never
everything kind of
forget that
devolved from
brave
there.
gardener.
They were saying a few things, talking about gardeners and mentioning that his name was Juan, and he was not forgotten. And they were banhammered in an extraordinary fashion.
Oof.
And after hundreds of bans had been issued, he shut down the stream. He completely shut it down. Now, why Juan but not forgotten? That's not the actual guy's name. The criminal's name that Miles put down was Felipe Ramirez. It wasn't Juan. Well, it's gone but not forgotten. You see, it's a nice little play on words. But if you want the deepest lore, if you want that 5-hour Dark Souls 2 shit, then let me drop a knowledge bomb on you. That night began normally for the Castellano family, according to the detective's interview with Juana Ramirez, Castellano's wife. So Felipe's wife is named Juana, Juan but not forgotten. Did I just mind fuck you?
Oh,
Did your head just explode? Now you might hand wave all that away and say, well, you've got to be nice. Spoonie's going through a lot. Don't you know that he's sick? Aren't you well aware of how sick Spoonie is? Oh, I'm very well aware.
I mean,
if
like,
you were to look at
mentally
any
sick?
social media platform that Noah inhabits, you are bombarded by almost daily fucking messages about how near death Noah Antweiler is. I am amazed that this living petri dish hasn't expired already. And what shocking diseases does Noah have? Well, he has the common things that us plebs get. I'm not always sick, but I've been dealing with headaches, and for some reason, I've had nasal congestion that's been really hard to shake. Well, nothing really out of the ordinary there. Everybody gets a headache or nasal congestion. Maybe if we delve a little deeper, we'll get a better idea of what ailments and illnesses that poor Noah has to endure on a daily basis. I've heard you've been having some health troubles. Are you okay? 2010 was a rough year for me, health-wise. I was out of commission for quite a while with a persistent and debilitating nerve condition that the doctors diagnosed me with, called vasodepressor syncope. It's a fainting condition, aggravated whenever my heart rate gets above 130 beats per minute or so. My heart squeezes too hard when it beats quickly, and it causes circulation problems. When that happens, my heart failure drops dramatically and I collapse. It got really bad and I was incapable of doing even minor household tasks without feeling nauseous. Well, now that does sound a lot more serious than a simple headache or stuffy nose. I mean, I hope Noah's going to do okay dealing with a medical condition like that.
Is it based off of cocaine?
Would be really traumatic. It would be terrible if other things were compounded onto that. The doctors say I have bipolar 2 disorder. Yes, I have the sequel to bipolar disorder, Bipolar 2. The Quickening. Well, at least he's in good spirits. He's cracking jokes. I mean, with the heart condition and now bipolar condition, that's a lot to take in. But talk about bad luck. I mean, my God, what else could possibly go wrong for Noah? I'm not sure panic attacks cover what I'm experiencing when it's been 8 sustained hours of panic. I don't feel well. Well, shit. 8-hour panic attacks, bipolar disorder, and a heart condition? This poor son of a bitch. Apparently the test showed very, very mild sleep apnea, which honestly sounds like they couldn't really find anything. Are you telling me he can't even get a good night's sleep? I mean, staying awake all day with bipolar disorder, 8-hour panic attacks, and a heart disorder is bad enough, but when you can't actually go to sleep and escape into your dreams, that's a living nightmare. I don't think Noah's body can take anymore. I mean, sure, it might look cool. I just never relished the thought of a massive staph infection in my nipples. No,
what?
When I read that, the context is missing. Is he saying that he has a staph infection in his nipples? But he actually references back to this years later. Apparently the Ryback staph infection is still pretty bad. I had one, but nothing like this. So poor Spoonie. He's got a heart condition, he's got bipolar disorder,
then
he's got
staph
8-hour
infection.
panic attacks, he can't go to sleep because of the apnea, and his nipples have a staph infection. When will this suffering end? A kidney stone, shingles, and now acute bronchitis all in 1 week. At this point, I'm pretty sure Noah is a fucking zebra. This man is a living zebra. After today's doctor's visit, the differential diagnosis for my fatigue includes autoimmune disease, lupus.
I finally had a case of lupus.
CFS, Rocky Mountain Spotted Fever. It's hard to keep track of, so I made a nice handy little chart. Let's put it up there and take a look. See if we can get an idea of the chronology of this and exactly what he's suffering from.
So
I call this my Spoonie 1 sickness timeline. You can see in 2009, he's just dealing with some basic stuff. In 2010, we've got the heart condition. Somewhere around 2012, he gets bipolar disorder and a staph infection in his nipples. Then we got 3 years of peace. Maybe God thought he punished him too much. I mean, a nipple nipple staph
How
infection
about
is
that?
quite severe. So he gave him a 3-year break to really to acclimate
like
to
it's
the
on my
new
side.
nippless
No, it's
life
on
that
my
he'll be
side.
living
No,
as
no,
he
no,
moves
fix it.
forward. And then in 2016,
Not
just
talking
everything
about
goes
that.
fucking crazy. CFS, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, lupus, autoimmune disease, I'm just going to call it what that is, HIV, sleep apnea, shingles, kidney stones, acute bronchitis, followed up next year by panic attacks.
And you have a lot of people with the echo over there?
No, they're not hearing it, but I hear it. It's driving me fucking nuts.
Okay, well, I mean, look.
There's nothing I can do but restart my computer.
And then to restart the PC.
I'm not doing that.
You say that.
Fine.
Do it. Do it! There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Okay. Well, he does that. I'm gonna do something completely different and bonkers. I'm gonna see where the hell something else is not working because apparently I've got something that's not working properly that should be working properly, but it isn't working properly. So I gotta restart something else and see why. And see the whys because it should be working. Alright, let's go into this. Let's go into settings. Let's go into family. Well, you're sharing. That's right. Manage. Yeah, but I want you to. Oh, God damn it. Stream. Family. Manage. Were you there? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Why? Uh, let me fix that.
I'm still. It's not echoing. Holy shit! We're rolling.
All right, see, look what happened.
But I can't hear what now.
What do you mean?
What the fuck? You talk now?
I'm good. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be saying, but sure. Hi. Hi.
Other fucker. Try now.
Okay.
Just play the. I'll figure it out.
You know, I can kind of understand where those panic attacks would be coming from. If I was diagnosed with 47 fucking horrific diseases all in 1 year, I'd probably be having some fucking anxiety too. Now, there's been a lot of speculation that Spoonie's an alcoholic, or that Spoonie makes up excuses to get out of his responsibilities. And if you were supporting him financially on like Patreon or through other means by buying merchandise, and you look at this timeline and you sync up some of the dates, a few interesting things appear. Namely that huge fucking gap that happened over the last year and a half, when he wasn't producing any content whatsoever, when there's just nothing going on. And if you line that up with 2016, what do you know? 40 fucking 9 different diseases. An encyclopedia of illnesses suddenly presents itself. Is Noah making up diseases to get out of responsibilities and to make people leave him alone when he just doesn't want to fulfill his obligation?
Sure, why
You
not?
tell
Makes
me,
sense
can
to
somebody
me.
have this many
Why
diseases
not?
all at once without being a corpse? But maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit too much. Those panic attacks, at the very least, might be related to something other than the bacterial and viral zoo that Noah hosts within his body. Now, when I put up my video about Spoonie, the That Guy with the Glasses episode 2, his Patreon was sitting at this number. Today, right now, the number that he's sitting at is this. He has lost $150. If you look at his Grapheon, he's lost over $150. So that's $30 a month he's losing in revenue.
Yeah, but nothing.
And it seems to be having a bit of an effect on Spoonie. You might even say he's freaking the fuck out, which might explain the panic attacks. My time is up. I'm out of money. I'm going to lose my house and everything else. I'm out of money. Bills are pouring in. No idea how I'll keep from losing the house and everything else. No man's an island, but you need to find the source of strength that works for you. You can do this. We're here for you when you're ready. I appreciate that. It's just that I'm out of time here. I just can't face the goddamn camera for some reason. I've been down here for months trying to get my head straight, and I can't. All I can think to do is hide in my bed. Every time I do, I'm afraid that for some reason, this time, I just won't wake up. Having a panic attack. I've had so many things to do. So many number one priorities, I can't even count them without feeling ill. Well, you know, shit, reading through that, it almost sounds like Noah is coming to the realization that the gravy train that he's been enjoying so much for years now is coming to an end. That even with his nonstop excuses of illness after illness after illness, people just aren't buying it anymore. And he's freaking the fuck out because he can't pay his goddamn bills anymore.
Well,
Talking about how he's going to lose
that's a
everything.
thing. That seems
Jeez,
like a
what would
him
be a
issue.
real simple fucking solution to that, Noah? Maybe make some goddamn videos.
All right, there you go.
Really makes you think.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing is it to watch everything you've built up crumble around you, completely collapse in on itself because of your inability to produce the things that people have become accustomed to you producing? It's one thing to want to move on to greener pastures, to find a new profession or a new hobby, but to just lie down and die. To lie down and die and then deceive people about why you're doing it. It's just shameful. It's shameful and it's sad. We've all heard the idioms and the phrases in the old country wisdom. Take the hit now and move on. Suffer today so you can relax tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you don't try, you won't succeed. All those motivational phrases seem to just run off him like water on a duck's ass. Spoonie just does not give a shit. He will continue to spiral down into the dark abyss that he himself has crafted. And he has nobody but himself to blame.
Whatever Spoonie
his
is.
income decreased $150 from the initial video I did until now. I guarantee that if you were to look back on this 6 months from now,
I don't want to look
probably
back
have
on
gone down
it.
another 150, or it'll have gotten to the point where the Patreon is just void. It's barren. The 100 so people that are
I don't
left
even think
just
he's
won't
around,
support it
so
anymore.
what the hell do I
So,
care?
like I said, it's embarrassing. And speaking of embarrassing, how about an individual that seems to make that a part of his everyday repertoire? Someone who defines themselves by the retarded situations they put themselves in, the embarrassing bullshit they do on a fairly regular basis. I'm talking about Pissed Pablo there, Mr. $7 Sanchez.
Yes.
Money? I don't even have money in my wallet. Yes, I do. I have $7 because you take all this and you fucking pocketed it. This is the only fucking shit you people care about.
How is that? How is that relating to your audience?
Joe,
Look at
never stopped
I've only got $7
Yeah,
in my wallet.
that
is so
that is
relatable.
fair.
He's only going to make $100,000 instead of $150,000. Think of the plight that he put himself in. Can't you relate to that suffering, you sick, sadistic bastards? But Joe is a master of doing dumbass shit. And that's been something that he's done consistently for years now.
That's normal.
He's either doing it on his own or he's getting trolled into it. It's one of the two. But again, it's fairly fucking consistent. How about the VGAs, the good old video game awards? We all know how awful those things are. I can't think of one televised video game award show, regardless of its iteration or the channel that it's home to. They're always fucking awful. The banter is terrible. The award show is terrible. The music acts are fucking atrocious. The hosts aren't ever funny. And the awards always go to shit that they shouldn't go to. Everybody hates them. It's a common sentiment held by pretty much everybody. And a lot of people have always wondered, what would it be like? What would it be like to walk into the belly of the beast and shit where these people eat their supper? Well, Joe's no different. He had a video up bitching about a video game award show. He talked about the same thing I just brought up. The same thing that everybody brings up when they talk about these fucking horrible TV shows. And he railed on and on and on about it, how it could be run better, how it could be presented better. how there could be better categories. And what do you know? Fast forward 1 year later, and Joe finds himself in the belly of the beast. He's got that opportunity.
Not the
that
belly of the
opportunity that
beast.
shitposters always joke about. Joe's going to bring it to the man. He's going to go up to the Dorito Pope, and he's going to dethrone his ass. He's going to take that Mountain Dew scepter and the Dorito bag of holiness, and he's going to cram it right down his fucking throat. You know, except for the part where he completely makes an ass
have
out
a
of himself
question.
and makes Jeff Keighley look good, which is...
I have a big question. I haven't been paying attention. Who's supposed to be your Department of Treasury? Who's the leader of your Department of Treasury?
I have no idea.
Because
is it Hunter Biden?
Probably. Because that's a factor. Joe Biden is his presidential duties are now being delegated to the Department of the State and the the Department of Treasury.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Fun days ahead.
Yeah. Henceforth, I had to ask who's your Department of Treasury, and
I have no idea.
So yeah, I would have to look it up. So yeah, that's gonna be fascinating. Oh, this is getting worse for you guys.
Oh yeah.
I love it, and you haven't even gotten to the to that time yet. Jeez. Anyways, I'll continue.
Fucking remarkable.
I gotta make a show. Let's go.
All right. He is the executive producer for the VGAs. You have a lot of questions to answer for it now. I hope that is improvement. That's improvement. Moving along. Basically, why? Jeff.
The independent game, which is not what it is this year. You're telling me MMO should be nominated for Game of the Year, yet you can't name the MMOs it should be. And you're telling me that you don't know who's voting on the awards when it's public. So, I mean, come on, man. You have these rants. Look.
I want you to put yourself in Joe's shoes. You've just finished bitching about how horrible this show is. How the host is a retard. And you finally get your opportunity to go to the show. And Jeff Keighley, the host, makes fun of your ass and blows you off like you're nothing. And actually makes you look like an ass for not even being prepared. You may have all the excuses in the world, and believe me, fucking Joe did. But he still got straight up burned by Jeff Keighley, which is, how do you walk away from that? And it wasn't just once that happened. Himself. It happened a second time.
I did notice a lack of PC gaming, and
you asked me this on the red carpet.
It hasn't changed. Do you think that you're going to correct it next year, or for example, like a fighting game is missing this year as well? When you have 4 categories for music games: best soundtrack, best music game, best original score.
No, best original score is not for music game. Red Dead's not a music game. You have best original song. Far Away is not a music game. We have one music game category. We have a best PC game category too.
The best soundtrack category seems like the best music game category. It seems like the same thing. So
I mean, I don't.
Use of song. There's also another category, best use of song in the game. I'm just thinking maybe these could be cut down and you could do a fighting game or a PC game.
We do have a best PC game category. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but I'd go check out the website. All right, take care.
Joe, what are you doing?
Yeah,
he
got
How can you go to an
cooked.
award show and not know what the
He
fucking
got
categories are? There's 2 things that are mildly amusing about this to me. One is he's confusing things like soundtrack with a music game. You know, one's a game that's based around rhythm. The other award category is for best soundtrack. That doesn't involve gameplay. No wonder Jeff thought you were fucking retarded. One's the score for the game, the music they put in there to bring the environments and the levels alive. The other is a game based around music. They're 2 completely fucking different things. But he's acting like because his ears are involved with both of them, that's the same thing. Funnier still is the burn at the end. Well, we have that as a category. Maybe you should go to the fucking website. But that's enraged Enrique. He continually does this. He finds a way to make himself look like a fucking buffoon. Take the lottery situation, for instance. Angry Joe's alleged criminality is a warning to others. Now, for those unfamiliar with the situation as it transpired, Joe held a raffle for his community where you paid an entry fee and you had the opportunity to win a prize. And the money that was gathered was going to go, as he put it, you can see on the screen cap, back into the community, whatever the fuck that means. So all these people entered, gave him all this money to hold this raffle to win prizes. But there's one minor hiccup to all of that. Of course, according to Texas State Law, Chapter 2002, Subchapter A, the only organization that can host raffles are religious societies, volunteer emergency medical service providers, volunteer fire departments, and qualified nonprofit organizations. Paid-for raffles like the one hosted on the Angry Joe Show would be considered unlawful, since raffles cannot be conducted by an individual, conducted by a for-profit business, or conducted by a charity that does not qualify, according to the Texas Attorney General website. Of course, if you check the Who Is data for AngryJoeShow.com, Joe Vargas has the data registered in Austin, Texas. The Angry Joe Show is also a registered affiliate partner with the multi-channel network subsidiary of Maker Studios, Polaris. Maker Studios is a for-profit organization under the Walt Disney Corporation. So to sum that up, a good old Joe hosts a fucking illegal auction that he's not allowed to do. You know, whoops. Now, of course, this isn't like CSGO levels of bullshit lottery where people are getting hustled by somebody trying to be deceptive. Joe wasn't trying to be deceptive. Joe's just fucking stupid. Joe's fucking stupid like he was with Jeff Keighley, where he made an ass of himself in front of a ton of people. And here he is once again doing something dumb. Like I said, though, he has a tendency to do that. He has a tendency to embarrass himself.
Yeah, but that's Joe. He does it constantly.
Motivation or through prodding
I think
from
we
other
gave
people.
that up.
Occasionally, though, circumstances outside of himself will compel him
Just
to
like
say
how
funny
Boogie
things,
likes
like
to
when
embarrass
Trump
himself.
won the
I
White
think
House.
gave that up.
Is the type of people that supported Trump. If you voted for Trump, these are your fellow constituents. These are the type of people that voted. The angry, pissed off white men.
Those goddamn
What
white
about
men,
the black
those
guy?
angry white men, they're going to catapult my Hispanic ass
I mean,
right over that
the
wall.
black
Thanks
guy
a lot.
voted too.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck Donald Trump and fuck
What about
people.
Hispanics?
But I
They
suppose
voted
the
for him
biggest
as
example
well.
of this that I can give you would be something that centered around another That Guy with the Glasses member.
realistically,
For those of you
the
unfamiliar with this, Jew Wario was a contributor
Jew
to the
Wario,
website. He
Jesus
ended up
fucking
committing
Christ.
suicide, and a lot of the That Guy with the Glasses people ended up talking about it. You know, leaving memorial messages, mentioning it in different ways, and talking about the relationship with it. Well, Joe himself made a memorial video talking about Jew Wario, and, you know, seems pretty torn up about it. But as I had said earlier, Joe either embarrasses himself or he gets kind of diverted off into it through very obvious trolling. And this would be a really clear-cut example of that, because immediately after putting up the memorial video, rumors started to swirl, saying that Angry Joe had monetized this memorial video to Jew Wario, that he was doing it to make money,
I
that
have
this
no idea who the fuck
RIP
that
video was money whoring. And that rumor still gets brought up to this day, years later. If you go to certain subreddits, you'll see people talking about it still, talking about Angry Joe monetizing this video. And there are a fair amount of screen caps of him in the comment section getting very, very angry about this allegation. Pieces of shit trolling this video have been banned from the channel. It's best not to engage with them in the future. They thrive off drama. Memorial videos are prime targets to get attention showered on their sad existence. They will say anything so that people will talk to them. Try your best not to. This video
but
is
that's
not
normally how
being
those things
monetized,
go.
and it's
there,
never
Joe.
been
That's
so.
how that
Their
goes.
drama
Who the
feeding
fuck
has
is
no
here now?
basis. Damaged as they are, nothing you say will change
Another
their
version of
behavior
you?
or
I mean,
attempting to
really.
reason
How many
with them is
versions of you
futile.
do we need?
Honestly, they are already putting some of the worst, most indefensible shit on a video like this, showing you just how ugly the
And will
internet
this
can be
version of
hiding
you work?
behind their anonymity.
I don't know.
This video is
No,
about
it's
Justin,
still-
and Justin knew
it
just
sounds
like
like
you
my
no
mic
matter how hard they try,
is still
trolls
doing
never
it.
amount to anything other than nuisances.
Doing what?
So
You
there's
sound
Joe.
loud.
He's acknowledging that this is
No,
trolling.
now
But he's
I
getting
can hear
upset about
myself
it.
still.
And he talks about it in multiple places. And he might notice a name, a familiar name perhaps, pop up when he's talking about this, like on his Facebook. And I never monetized my memorial video.
And under
prick.
your
No
sprocket,
matter
did
how
you
much
accidentally,
fucking
you know,
Photoshop it and put up
turn
doctored
on the
screenshots
Okay, he's
at
laughed.
Manly Tears.
He laughed.
Manly Tears, honestly, man,
The man
you were
laughed.
100% wrong about me meeting Jew Wario once, but you won't admit to that, will you? That I'm purposely monetizing off my dead.
Give me a moment. So the guy left. I don't know about this. I think we killed the stream. At least he did. Anyway, we are almost over. It is the getting closer to the halfway mark. So let's do this.
Friend, of course I'm going to call you out on your fucking bullshit lies. Problem? It would appear as if a certain Brit Bong managed to rile Joe up quite a bit. Now, it's understandable. His friend died, but you get the idea of where this might have started, where this rumor might have originated. And all the previous videos that have been uploaded saying they have proof that it was monetized and that this really happened, they're all pulled. They're associated with accounts that aren't on YouTube anymore, or social media accounts on platforms like Facebook or Twitter that just aren't there anymore. all you'll find are bits and pieces and allegations popping up, here or there. Now, do I personally believe that Angry Joe monetized his memorial video? I have no fucking clue. I wasn't paying attention to him when this all transpired, and I haven't really seen any evidence that he ever did. But he gets really fucking pissed off if you accuse him of it. He will ban you, block you, and bitch at you if you even hint at it. And since we're on the subject of hints, subtle little clues that are left all about, let's talk about another That Guy with the Glasses member. I wonder who it could be. Could it be the Fedora Lord? Our savior, Lightbringer Linkara? Why, maybe it could be. Now, in the previous video, I talked about his literati account, and so was uncovered by the TV board on 4chan, where they tracked down his user accounts and his pornography.
I'm thinking the under your audio, you might have your echo cancellation on or off. I'm not too sure.
No, I turned it off. I turned it the fuck off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Keep on fuck. It's worse if I turn the echo off.
Okay.
I'll be spotted.
Well,
stay on a pizza. And just keep playing.
Okay. I'll keep going.
Preferences. But I left out a crucial piece of the backstory when it comes to Linkara, and that would be the relationship that he was in. Now, Linkara found himself a nice little lady, a little lady by the name of Iron Liz. Now, he dated Liz for a while there, for a couple of years until they broke up, I think sometime in late 2011. Now, one of the things you need to know about Liz, and one of the subtle clues that goes back to Linkara's preferences in pornographic material, would be that Liz is a transsexual. She is fully transitioned now as we speak, but when she was dating Linkara, that wasn't the case. If you look at the Encyclopedia Dramatica page, they cite a interview with Lord Cat. Lord Cat, an ex-ThatGuyWithTheGlasses.com contributor, managed to get Iron Liz to appear on his stream, where she revealed that she used to be a man, to nobody's surprise. However, Liz also explained that she was a pre-op transsexual and they were dating, and Linkara had been aware of it since their second date. And if that wasn't enough, Liz also believed that Linkara was gay. Linkara's response? Liz has always been a woman. The fact that she has a man's body doesn't matter. I am straight. Now, why would that have a bearing on his pornography preferences? Well, I glossed over it a little bit in that previous video. I mean, we had a good laugh at his lust for big, throbbing black cocks, but I wasn't able to share with you some of the artwork that Linkara was very fond of when looking at those older accounts. Now, because YouTube is a Christian uploading website, I can't show this in its full glory. You're going to have to look at the censored pic, and I will give you an idea of what's going on here. We've got a few superheroes. There's Wonder Woman, Power Girl, and Supergirl. They seem to be in a bear hug. Now, underneath that censored bar, if I were to best try to describe this for you, there's a sword fight going on. Except none of these ladies is using a saber. That sword they're swinging is a hefty piece of meat.
He has a thing for chicks with dicks.
Entwined with one another. And that was Linkara's preference. So when the Lightbringer is telling you that he's a nasty little cock slut, he fucking means it.
He is a nasty little cock slut.
You can see that in his dating preferences and in his porn preferences. I have a feeling he liked Iron Liz because she was packing more than he was. I get the feeling Linkara would have been right at home at the D-board. And don't let that header fool you. Hentai alternative is bullshit. This is an ecchi or A or H. That D stands for fucking dick girl. And I know I'm terrible. How could I be making fun of this? What's funny about a man's love? How can I pick on Linkara for his preference in giant throbbing ladycocks? But it's not like him being an asshole here and saying, hey everybody, Linkara is a plagiarist who lifts other people's work and tries to pass it off as his own. Like if you were to go to iMockery and look at Tales from the Long Box, particularly pieces written by Proto-Clown, and then compare it to Linkara's early written reviews and early video reviews from 2007 to 2009, and you'd spot similarities of lifted analysis, jokes, structuring, and overall themes. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Linkara is a fucking dirty lying thief that takes other people's work and passes it off as his own. That would be mean. That would be really cruel of me to say, so I'm not saying that. quite the diverse cast of characters that inhabit this website. The people associated with
Yeah,
it all
they were
seemingly
kind of
have little
weird.
characteristics that make them a little bit off kilter, a little left of
They're
normal.
kind of weird.
Whether that's running illegal lotteries, getting arrested for public intoxication, having enough illnesses to be quarantined for life, lusting after tranny cock, living in the shadows of a woman's apartment underneath her stairs and refusing to leave even though she got fucking married, trying again and again and again to insert shitty comedy skits into videos nobody wants to see because they just want to hear you do a review. The list seemingly goes on and on, but it does raise one question. Who is in charge at Channel Awesome?
No
Who
one.
is the Tard Wrangler responsible for driving the short bus to work every day? Because somebody has to do it. Somebody has to run after these people and pick up the shit that drops from their ass because they seemingly are incapable of doing that themselves. Well, that responsibility would fall on 3 people, 2 of whom are the Walker brothers. But the other is not really talked about a lot publicly. That would be Mike Michaud. So what exactly is out there in regards to who Mike Michaud is? What do we know about good old Mike? Well, he is the sole proprietor and creator of Bar Fiesta. If you haven't heard of it, don't worry, fucking nobody has. That was his little pet project. It was going to be the big thing where all the adults go. You know, we're going to scope out bars and tell you where to go and what nightlife's out there. Maybe integrate an app into that later on, make a little bit of dosh on it. That pretty much fell flat on its fucking face after about a year. So aside from creating really fucking horrible ideas like Bar Fiesta, what else does Mike do? What's his personality like? Well, an insider, that's in quotation marks because you can never really tell, showed up on the TV board on 4chan to give a little insight into who Mike Michaud is. Now you may be asking, well, how can we trust this? This is a insider quotation marks. How do you know it's accurate? Well, you don't. You never know, do you?
Nope.
But it does seem to line up to what we know about Michaud, and some things that are going to be raised in a few minutes here. Very little is known about Mike Michaud. Give any details you have on him?
No.
He's very awkward. I know it's a buzzword, but he's pretty Aspergery. He has a very heavy lisp, speech impediment, and is super shy. They were doing pretty well financially, so he probably is good at running the company. Mike Michaud is socially retarded. Now, I can't really say how well Michaud's running the company. I mean, they did have to do that fucking Indiegogo. They did a bunch of fundraising things. So if the money was really rolling in, they wouldn't have to be begging their viewers for it. But, you know, maybe he's okay at it. Then again, somebody who was associated with the website, who I've spoken to previously years and years and years ago, I don't want to give away who it is, so I'll use this stock photo in their stead. Maybe the internet detectives out there will be able to piece it together. It's a really difficult clue to follow, I'm sure. But this individual didn't really have high praise, particularly for Mike Michaud.
Obviously, it's an Australian.
It's something like, that guy's a fucking cunt who's so goddamn stupid he couldn't walk and chew bubblegum. Did you see Bar Fiesta? What a fucking fiasco that was. That's Mike Michaud. Dumb fucking ideas, terrible execution, falling flat on his fat fucking face time and time again. He doesn't know how to manage talent. He doesn't know how to get along with the people working under him. He's pretty much socially inept. So we have 2 different sources, one an anonymous insider, and somebody I've personally spoken to in the past, both of whom seem to have a viewpoint, an idea that Mike Michaud's kind of fucking dumb. That he's
no, I mean, I'm not surprised by that.
But how bad is that mismanagement? So Alison Obscura Lupa's Skype conversations with Mike Michaud were posted to Imgur to prove what she said in her blog. Said conversations were posted to the Channel Awesome page on Facebook. Several of the responses are along the lines of, you can't post these, they're private conversations. Never mind then. 1. No, pretty sure they were obtained legally, considering Alison herself mentioned them on her blog post. 2. The blog post itself might not be enough proof for some people. And 3. Holy crap, why do you care more about an exploiter's privacy over justice for the exploitee? Now, this Tumblr post is referencing another Tumblr post that was put up by a former That Guy with the Glasses contributor, Obscurus Lupa. That particular blog isn't available anymore, but the Imgur account is. And it gives a little bit of insight what it's like to communicate with the management at That Guy with the Glasses when you're talent on their website. Specifically, what it's like to interact with Mike Michaud. Can you talk now?
All right.
Since you won't take a call and you're ignoring us, we have no other option than to inform you
that
you will no longer be publishing your content on channelawesome.com. All your past content will be removed from the site as of today. I was away from the computer, but thanks for the firing in the meantime. I'm glad 15 minutes was all it took. Of course, you guys are always available within 15 minutes of asking. So Mike Michaud shit-canned somebody because they didn't respond quickly enough on Skype. Within 15 minutes, this person had taken a break and they were fired because they didn't immediately respond. But it's not just the time frame in which you get back to Mike Michaud. Other issues pop up that he has a little difficulty grasping. Mike, how are we being hypocrites when we are allowing other things to go on the site, Indiegogos, that aren't ours? If we just allowed ours and said no to everyone else, yes, we would be hypocrites. Because you told me it was an executive authority, and that's why Patreons weren't allowed. Now it is. We can continue this in a side chat if you wish.
No.
I'd rather talk about it in here. Then I'm not going to continue at this point. That's fine then. All you do is make excuses so you're not at fault. Mike removed Hope Chapman from this conversation. Well, hey, at the very least, he did it within 15 minutes, so you can't really fault him on that one. So essentially, to sum up, if you don't respond quickly enough, Mike Michaud will fire you. If you bring up the fact that they make executive decisions which run contrary to what they've told everybody else in the past, Mike Michaud will shit-can you and remove you from conversations. And he always wants it to be private. He doesn't want it to be a public conversation that can be brought up later on. And that's not just the one-off thing, these insights into how Michaud is and how he runs the website. It's a fact that's been repeatedly stated over and over and over again. Jason Lordcat Polera offered similar sentiments about the mismanagement of the website, especially when asked what the administrators could have done to fix the problems and save Blistered Thumbs. After leaving Channel Awesome and realizing just how much of a clusterfuck it actually was, there was nothing that could save Blistered Thumbs. The management at Channel Awesome is either completely incompetent or they are criminals. I have not concluded what my opinion is yet.
I would go with incompetent.
There is zero communication from management to everyone else.
Criminally
Rob,
incompetent.
Doug, and Mike will tell a few of their friends what they're thinking of doing, and will leave it up to them to spread rumors via a Skype chat. Yorsky mentioned, even before Blistered Thumbs launched, Channel Awesome made a number of promises that were never delivered upon. Even years later, compensation is obviously the big one. In fact, Mika states, Austin was promised by that guy with the glasses that he was going to get the next generation consoles to staff writers for them to review, which could potentially bring that traffic back up, and they fucked him over on it. They didn't give him the money that he needed to get these things. So all of a sudden he was promised and expecting these consoles for launch that they were going to get for him, and they just never ponied up the money, and they had no intentions to do so either. So they lied to him. So everything he had worked on just went to shit. Nevertheless, I was told that it would be difficult to get in touch with Mike Michaud because he's not necessarily press-friendly. Polera had stated, Michaud himself doesn't actually make any company statements, set any goals, provide a vision, or execute any sort of leadership within the company. He's busy spending 12 hours a day playing on Xbox Live. At least that's what he did when I was around. When management is that bad, any product you launch is going to be equally as terrible. Now those statements come from an interview that was up on One Angry Gamer called The Fall of Blistered Thumbs, Mismanagement, and Despair, which again feature former contributors from That Guy with the Glasses. And what's the common thread amongst all of these things? When you look at the Obscura Lupus Immigrant accounts, when you look at the anonymous person on the TV board, the former contributor that talked to me personally, Lord Cat and others that were associated with That Guy with the Glasses and Blistered Thumbs, it's that Mike Michaud doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He mismanages things. He doesn't handle it properly. He can't communicate with his staff well, and he promises things he doesn't deliver on, or he makes statements about what the policies are and immediately changes his mind in other specific scenarios. So is it really all Mike Michaud's fault? Is he the core issue with the mismanagement that seemingly is going on in Channel Awesome? All this former talent coming out and laying it at Mike's feet, saying that he's basically responsible for all the fuck-ups that have happened over the years at the website. Well, not necessarily. Because there are two other people that are involved at the higher levels, the Walker brothers. Now, going back to the anonymous insider, he gives some insight into what it's like to be around the Walker brothers and what Doug is like as an individual. Rob Walker thinks he's a big shot. The Walker brothers fight a lot. Is Rob Walker a bully, like he appears to be in the behind-the-scenes videos? He was nice in hiring me, but definitely acted like a big shot on set. I would definitely believe that he's a bully. Most of the people they work with are pretty nerdy, and he is very forceful. He and his brother Doug argue a lot, probably more than you would think. They got in some huge fight over using a song in one scene and refused to talk to each other for the rest of the day. You can tell they have brother issues and both want to be in charge. He thinks he's the next Spielberg. I know you've kind of touched base with this, but how delusional did everyone seem? Did they know the movie was a piece of shit, or did they think it was a masterpiece in the making? Some were very aware of what was going on. I could tell Kevin, Brad, Joe, and the Mickey guy were just there for fun. There were some that were totally delusional. Don't want to harp on this guy, but the movie seemed to be the high point of Linkara's career. Like he felt like he made it, and was a real entertainer
Oh,
comedian,
wow,
or
that's your
whatever.
high point.
Doug
Jesus.
is definitely delusional. The guy thinks he's the next Spielberg. I should talk about Doug Walker. The guy was baffling to me. When I got hired, I thought it would be like any other freelance job, but it wasn't at all. Walker really had no technical skills whatsoever. I was expecting the typical B-movie shit, but he had nothing. It was like movies I made with my friends back in middle school. You can see that when you watch it. It really baffled me that a guy with so little experience training could get such a large project together with like 30 people from all over the country /
Yeah,
world.
it's not
There are guys
difficult.
out there who make a real professional movie with half of the budget that he was working with. It's just bizarre how old
I
he
mean,
is,
look
but
at
how
Hollywood.
crappy of a filmmaker he is. I guess he got started late. We shot a lot outside Kevin's house in Mollassia. Kevin used to let us go in and use the bathroom and stuff. Once when we were together at the end of the day, Doug acted
Hey,
all
MC,
awkward and
what's
said he had
this?
an announcement
This
to
would be the
make. I
history
thought he was
of
going to want us to
you
stay
know,
late or something,
that
but
guy
it
with
turned out
glasses
someone went
featuring
into
Mr.
Kevin's fridge
Manicure.
and ate food out of it. And Kevin complained to Doug. It could have been funny, but Doug was so awkward that it was just the
Gems
cringiest
there,
shit
getting
ever.
echoes
Biggest regret
in
from
his
the
head,
film.
so
I never
he
found
can hear
out who
voices,
did it
so.
or what it was, but I like
I
to
keep
pretend
hearing
it was
voices in
Spoonie
my
and a
head.
ham sandwich. My bison costume,
Are
king of spaghetti.
you
I wish I had more
are you
Spoonie stories,
programming
but the dude was
AI?
MIA most of the
Maybe,
time. I saw some good fallout from one. Doug and Mad
maybe.
Scientist Spoonie have a fight that I wasn't at, and
I still
apparently
have,
Spoonie
you know,
played too rough and ripped Doug's M.
things
Bison
to
cape.
do.
They got in a fight that was bad
But
enough
yeah,
that
but
no one would tell
while
me the
Sparky's
details
away
of.
taking
The next
care of
day
his
I
kid,
shot with them, and they
we'll be
refused to
doing
look at
this
each
for a
other
bit.
or do anything other than grumble. When Spoonie's scene was done, Doug told Rob that Spoonie was being unprofessional. Lesson: it's unprofessional to rip a 30-year-old man's M. Bison costume cape while play fighting for your low-budget movie. Interestingly enough,
She
there's
says hi,
actually a
Jeb.
lot of behind-the-scenes footage, at least for the first anniversary brawl and a few of the other videos that guy with the glasses did. Now, I can't really speak to Rob Walker being a bully, but I can talk about Doug Walker being awkward or cringy as fuck.
Yeah, but he's also bald now.
Especially if you watch that first anniversary brawl. He is really trying his hardest to come off as professional when it's just kind of a goofy fucking thing that nobody's really
Are you
putting
sure
a lot
about
of
that?
effort or thought into.
Are you sure it's cool?
So when the insider talks about him wanting to be the next Spielberg or seeing himself as bigger than he is, you definitely pick that vibe up. You really get a feel for that when you watch that behind-the-scenes footage. Sadly, there's no archival footage of the bison cape getting torn. I'm sure that would have been fucking great, but it's not out there. So we'll just have to take this anonymous insider's word for it.
Yeah, that's the problem with insiders. Sometimes you can take their word, sometimes you can't.
Talent that's been on the website over the years, you realize that it played a somewhat important role in internet history. I know that sounds ridiculous saying that out loud, but it is sort of true.
I mean, I thought you'd be watching,
you know, some of the first to really
Jim
go out
Grill
there and do
Boogie
what
again
they did,
for
well before
his
YouTube
questionable abuse.
monetization, well before everybody had a Patreon up and asking for money. They were the forerunners
or
of the
hiding in a
professional content
a
creator
fallout
and played
shelter
a part in shaping how content
the
is
fears
dealt out
going
now.
to a
It's
global,
moved from just being a
nuclear
hobby where
thermal
people put up
nuclear
videos because they like
war,
to put up
whatever it is.
videos to a means of actually obtaining
If
revenue
you're
and supporting
programming,
yourself or turning it into a profession. It's
that's cool,
fucking
cool.
retarded, but
Yeah.
that's the direction that it went in. And it went that
It'll
way
take a
in
while.
part because of these people. And while they've left behind a library of videos that they produced over the years,
There it is.
a lot of the
We
stories
got it
seem
there,
to
up
get
there.
lost in the
There,
shuffle. Somebody
Drunkler.
posts on an image
We
board,
were doing
or there's a
we're doing
Facebook
the
post,
that
or
guy with
somebody tweets
glasses
something
portion
out,
of it.
and then
the
the
last
account
one.
gets shut down and it's lost forever. So if anything, I hope this series helped to
So
capture
yes,
some
we
of
do
the
archives here.
peripheral actions that were going on that you might have missed if you weren't directly looking for it. Each
And
of these
sometimes we
content
commentate
producers
all that
is
kind of
flawed.
stuff. But right
I mean,
now,
everybody is. We all
Jem
have our
is worrying
foibles
about
and
voices in
follies.
his
You
head.
can't ignore that.
I
We have
don't
little
know.
idiosyncrasies that make us obnoxious to some
It
degree.
doesn't right
The
away.
difference is between
So,
the average person
there's
and the
that. He
people
doesn't
at
want to
that
listen
guy
to
with
his
the
voice.
glasses is they wanted to be internet celebrities. They put themselves out there, and all of their activities, for the most part, have been archived. And that information, you can take it however you want it. You can view it as a cautionary tale. You can use it as a story
Yeah, no,
to get a
I'd
laugh.
probably view
Because
it as a
God knows
cautionary
there are
tale.
enough laughs and punchlines with these people that you'll be entertained for fucking years. Or you can simply appreciate the content they put out for you to consume. But I think for me personally, what really hits home, what really fucks with my head, is that this website and these people have taken up a portion of
Is
my
cool.
life,
Oh,
a
Peter's
piece of
still
my
around?
lifespan that I can
believe he still is.
actually recognize.
I mean, you kill
I
Peter?
can put fucking chronology to
I think
this.
he's still around.
And that's spooky as shit. I suppose it highlights the impact
I mean,
that
I
the
have him
internet is
in my
starting to
list.
have on us.
Let's see.
We used to be able to tie different mediums of entertainment, whether they were movies or music or television shows, to different periods of our lifetime. Now that the internet has really started to get going, that we have video platforms that deliver content on a daily basis, we're starting to integrate that and replace different pieces of media that used to mark the time. Where your parents might have said, I used to watch this TV show during this time period, I remember that song it used to play on the radio. Or you may say, God, I remember that game from my childhood. Your children, your fucking kids, may actually say, I remember the Nostalgia Critic, I grew up with that. And that is some spooky fucking shit. Welcome to the new era.
Is it? No? Yes, because we
all right, there we go. Let me just first off say this.
Okay,
I hate credit sequences. I've tried repeatedly throughout all of these videos to make a decent credit sequence, and it just is not going to fucking happen. They're either too long, or they're jittery, or they're off center, or something is fucked up and doesn't play right, and it's just I have no idea. I can't program a VCR apparently. I'm like some 80-year-old fucking woman that's incapable of doing this shit. The technology eludes me.
Yeah. Are you streaming this elsewhere? Is there another?
Now we're into the credit sequence. You can turn the video off unless you're a patron. In which case, wait for your name to pop up. It should be alphabetical.
Sparky's Cat.
It should be listed there alphabetically.
Over on Twitch.
Now, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to talk about. There's no other videos coming up.
All this is coming from the Internet Archive.
That Guy with the Glasses, the series
would
is
be
done.
Under the
and let me just be the first to say,
Mr. Medicare version
I'm never
of it.
doing that again.
So
this was a disastrous decision on my part.
I have no plans
of
putting this
wasn't
elsewhere.
entertaining. It was. I enjoyed talking about all the dumb exploits they do.
This should be
all
elsewhere.
the stupid shit the different people on the website have gotten up to.
I mean, I could put you the. I can give you the link to the.
It doesn't work for me.
Like to that.
It just. I don't know. It threw me off somehow when I'm
that
not
group
just
of
making
collection
something
on
because
the
I want to make it, but
Internet
making it
Archive
because
if
I've given my word that I'm going to make it. It just. It gets twisted. I can't really put it better than that. I've tried my best to make them entertaining and to
yeah,
fill
I
them
mean,
up
we
with,
try our best to do that
facts
here.
And insights that you would find entertaining, and to talk about the fucking train wreck that these people are. But never again. Never gonna do that again. I put this up initially. I held a poll when I first started the Patreon account, asking people what they wanted. What do you want to see me do?
The secret question of
and
elation.
The poll results were pretty clear. People wanted to see a That Guy with the Glasses series because I talked about it a long fucking time ago. And that's what the majority of the votes got. And since I keep my word,
I don't remember
there you
if
go.
you ever talked about
So,
it. I'm gonna have to look that up.
The series is complete. Maybe I should have done it differently. Maybe condensed it into a few videos. I don't know. Hindsight is 20 But, you know, here we are. It's been 7 months, but it's done. Each of the little parts came along, and you know, I'd say looking at the overall thing, I'm probably happy with half of them. I guess if I had to put it that way, I like half of them. The other half, not so sure about.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to like all of them,
with you. I want to go back to doing the videos that I want to do, and I think they turn out better when I do them that way. Who knows? Who knows? So we've got a lot of names coming by. Hopefully this time they're fucking legible. I like I said, I can't seem to get this right. I pray to fucking God, whatever God is out there, Dean Esme, tutor me in this. I know you're a religious scholar. Right, Dean?
What's your Twitch handle? I'm looking for
which God do I pray to? I don't know. I don't know.
On Twitch, it would be Roguestar13. So you want to go at Roguestar13. Yes. I'm surprised Sparky's Tech doesn't have my little twitchy thing down there. You know what? It is what it is. I'll probably have to sneak inside Sparky's shit and add that aspect to it. But I think we'll end it here because I believe he just kind of rattles on about how this program was kind of questionable, might have worked, might have not have worked, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we made it. I know Jem kind of.
I'm going insane here.
He could hear himself, but we made it. For those that played along, I believe you can watch all the archives of us covering this over at these selected channels that is there. If you wish to haunt me at other locations, I will give you my twatters, my twatter. Let's see if I can get this to work. Because I'm doing other shit while I'm doing all this, so it is what is. It is what.
All right, let's see if this works. Ah,
So
holy shit! Did that work?
There's my twatters. If you guys really care, I don't know. Did it work?
I don't know. Nope, I hear myself still. God fucking.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Drunkler, if you just hit that link up there, if you're catching it on the YouTube sites, click on that link there. That will take you over to the my Twitter. You could join if you wish, subscribe or whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing there. And anytime that because I use Twitter more often than I do anything else for most of these streams, as well as anything else gaming related. So if you're interested, click that. And do whatever it is that the twatters. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Morris. I thought you were doing the Twitch stream in parallel with the YouTube and reading the Twitch chats alongside. No, I'm not. Sorry. It should come up on the Twitch side of. So I'm using Restream, and
Rogue?
Yes.
Were you using the sound audio to reverb the sound back?
No.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Not through your computer, but through Restream by mistake, possibly.
No, because I've using the audio. What is it? The share thing.
Is now I don't hear myself, and I didn't do anything.
Okay, I have no idea.
The second you closed down the screen.
I turned it off. I didn't close it down.
That's what I mean. After you did that, it.
Probably. I don't know. I use the its feature. I have no idea. Like I said,
it's probably its feature. So it was Restream, and it was your fault. All right, got it.
Are you Sparky's? No, I am not. Sparky's a completely different person. I am not that autistic or very native.
Electrified.
Yeah, or not even. I decided to clone myself with the help of another party member. So no, Sparky.
Nor do we like Mega Man.
Yeah, I know, right? Sparky is a completely different person. I am a completely different entity altogether. Like Gemex is a completely entity. I don't mind if you.
I am Sparky.
Yeah, no. So no, I am Sparky's co-host for everything that we do for the most part. I have access to his behind the scenes. So we kind of co-created the AIM or the internet or the AI version of Mr. Menaker. So how I call it AIM. So it's AI Mr. Menaker, blah blah blah. But no, he makes AI sing. I make AI do what it's supposed to do outside of like talking and all that kind of shit. So there's all that. So that is the easiest cut and dry. You know what? It could have been a Restream that decided to, because also share system audio. I guess that's probably what.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Because the problem is, if I don't share the system audio, you can't hear shit.
That's true too. So, but we gotta figure that out.
Yeah. So I gotta have to take a stab. Maybe it's because of the entire screen thing. It might be the case. I don't know.
Could be.
So I'm gonna have to look into that at a later time frame. But yeah, that could be the case. It could have been the factor that you were listening to the entire stream audio, including whatever Restream was picking up. That is quite possible.
That's bullshit. This entire time I'm going nuts trying to fix this up. There's nothing I can do because
I asked you. I was willing to double check a few things.
When you left, it was still doing the thing, and I'm like, but the audio, it was still sharing the
right. That's what I mean. That's why we could have just taken the time to figure it out. But it is. But so we know. Now we know it's a completely
That
fucky
pisses me
thing.
off.
So
So,
it's just Restream being Restream.
uh,
Uh,
it's still
it
better.
would have been the same thing with StreamYards.
No, StreamYards is a lot worse.
I know, but like I said, it would have been the same thing with StreamYards. It would have been a little bit more crazier. But yeah,
I'm
so
surprised.
we ended up going through that guy with glasses. We did all this awesome for the most part. Usually we do this for about an hour and a half to about 2 hours.
Some were funny, some were cringy, some were god
Oh, I
awful. This
fucking know.
one wasn't quite.
Jesus.
This one was just weird.
Well, like I said, this was kind of part of that aspect of history. From what I'm getting, and I don't remember all of it, is that he has talked about it briefly through different points of time, but this was his first major Patreon that he kind of collected all together for the thought. I have an idea for an AIM video. Okay, it's 2 amps by the way. What else we got here? It's a redone version of Stand by Eminem. Ooh, I'll harass Sparky on that one, but I'm not gonna be 100% on if he's gonna be overly motivated for that.
I doubt
Um,
it. I
yeah.
seriously
So
doubt that.
again, I'll harass him on it. I'll see if he's willing to do it. But I'll put it in the list. Dear Jim instead of Dear Slim. I'm going to have to get the AI to try to say that. But I think the stand portions is just him talking. So yeah, I think we can get. I think we can do that. I think we can do that. I would have to kind of co-opt a few things from good old Sparky, but I'm not going to say it's a guaranteed. It's going to be up there right away. Like I said, it's going to have to deal with whether Sparky is totally on board with the idea. Most of the time, it's like wrangling cats or pulling a tooth from a tiger. Sparky's not really full on board on a lot of things. It's one of those things. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. Oh God. Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? Since we got some time to kill, and I want to see if this actually this works correctly. Let's see if I could get this to do what it needs to do. Because you never know. I might have been me 100%, but these are the things.
Well, the thing is, I've watched 8 hours of again the hearings today. I watched it twice.
Okay.
So that fucking drove me a little bit nutty. So I'm just fuck, man. Listening to Congress representatives just
Yes.
like talk about absolutely fucking. I mean, the Democrats were fucking bad. Like some of them made it about guns, some of them made it about. I'm not making it about guns, but it's about guns. Others were like, "Oh, this is a civil rights issue." I'm like, Trump got shot. Did Trump become black? Is this what
Yes.
this is? Apparently,
Yeah.
that's what
Basically, I told you, Trump is like your official black, white dude that got power.
Jesus Christ.
Just like Bill Clinton.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I
Obama's
mean,
still the
like
whitest
it or
president
not,
we
that's
ever had.
the way how it goes. So going back to Drunkler, noise. I can't expect any real interest. Honestly, when it comes down to Sparky, if I give him the idea, sometimes he likes it, sometimes he doesn't. He's one of those guys that rather be the one that comes up with the idea, even though the idea is crap. It's just him. Don't know why. Sometimes they're good, but most of the time they're very questionable. But it is what is. It is what is.
That is what it is.
Yeah, I know, right? Continuing. It would be funny if to have the stalker be. Yes, it would be. It would be. No, you got it right. I would have it as Ralph, but it is one of those things. Like I said, it's oh crap. We can probably do like a kraut stream. That is one that's going to be something back in the day. What is that? Okay. Here we go. Let's see if we could get this to do what it's supposed to do. Let's see if I can get this to work. So we're doing experiment chat. Experiments, I say. Experiments. Here's a face that only a mother could love. And he's got blue hair, by the way. Let's see if we get an echo.
Out saying that he's going to make a video on me. That really actually set me off. I did not need to see that. I'm more than happy to just let him leave me alone. But he forced my hand, so I called the police. I actually called the police on him. I know what he does. I know he has illegal firearms. I know that he is deeply entrenched in the alt-right.
I
know
get a
that
blink.
he has a lot of cocaine
Yeah.
in his house. Yeah, he's fucked.
I remember this.
He's fucked. I even talked to them on the phone.
Yes.
I remember when you filed a post report.
So you don't get an echo.
That was audio from Ian Miles.
You get no echo whatsoever.
No, I'm not. That's funny. I don't know what the.
I'm guessing it's because of the entire screen.
Try the entire screen again, then.
Well, let's see. Let's pull you out. Okay, and let me go you, and let me go you, and let me go you. Got to do this. Let me do share. Let me do this. All right. So here we go.
All right. Let's see. Yes.
Okay, so it's the entire screen.
Ah, fuck. That's what did it.
Okay, we now know for science. We now know, chat. Do not use the entire screen.
You should
Otherwise,
share what
Gem X will go crazy.
God, that fucking was bad.
I know, right?
Well, the thing is, I can hear my air conditioner in the background going, it's just, and I hear it twice. It's like,
well, that's what I heard. I'm like, what the hell?
So you hear my air conditioner now?
I want to. No, I did. I can't hear it now. The hearing was insane. The Dems just was it politics?
Yes, politics. Oh god damn it. You have no idea. That shit drove me insane.
Well, that was from Drunkly, so I'm guessing they be American.
The worst thing that I've ever done to myself is watch.
I don't watch that shit. I go for the highlights.
I was trying to see, like, there were some good moments where they were like, one basically said, "You're fucking lying. You're full of shit," and literally fucking one of them just said, "I'm fucking done." That was a good moment. But yeah, I just should have watched for the highlights and skipped through. But
the highlights.
Yeah, but when you got 8 assholes fucking just doing, you're like, you gotta watch it all, because every once in a while.
Fact. There's a reason why you leave it to political analysts on the YouTubes, and you always watch the highlights. You never watch the actual show itself. It's like wrestling. There's only so much you can actually watch before you go crazy.
Breaking news: white smoke has been seen over the White House. A new president has been elected. That's great.
I mean, you do have Kamala, so congratulations.
Fuck it. Well, no one's seen Biden for like 5 days. No one's seen him.
No, it's because he's called it a day.
It's apparently for 5 days.
The trade-off between you're still talking about something completely different. Yeah, no, I get the trade-off. I totally get the trade-off. Then again, if Ralph wants to be Jim, it could also no, it wouldn't. That we
tried that.
It works better as Jim, writing the thing, and Ralph trying to kill himself and his kid and all that kind of stuff. His girlfriend, the kid, blah blah blah. That's basically Ralph in a nutshell.
We actually tried doing it. The AI where Ralph was being Medeker and Medeker was being Ralph, where we switched the voices.
Yeah,
it didn't work.
Doesn't work.
It sounds like a sane person trying to be insane.
Yeah, I totally agree with that one. But yeah, no, your original way there, Drunkle, would be the best way. Drunkler. I could call you Wiltz, but Wits. I don't want to do Wits. So yeah, we made it, like I said before. But yeah, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe if you're on the YouTube side, whatever you're supposed to be doing, and on the Twitter side of things, whatever it is, do that. I think it's like repost, give me a thumbs up or whatever it is. Don't stick thumbs in places that you don't want to, stick them into. I mean that Ralph is upset. He is obsessing over Jim. He's still obsessing over Jim to this day.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be obsessing over Jim when Jim's dead.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, look, his entire career is based off of Medicare. Everything gym related, that motherfucker is pretty much covered.
And well, basically 90% of the internet is gym related success. So
yeah, pretty much, yes. Whether it
I'm
be
just
within the
honest.
Keemstar group or wherever, I mean, it is what it is. Because then for the third verse, yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I know what you're getting with that particular song. Um, I remember Stan. So it's okay. I get it. I was a kid that was born in the early 70s that lived through all of the 90s and still remembered it because I was in it. That kid was in his 20s. So yeah, yeah. I don't remember shit in the 70s, 80s and 90s, everything. 2000, I pretty much is zoned out. Do you guys have separate YouTube channels I can follow? Well, I
Oh,
do. Do you have a separate YouTube channel to follow there?
I still have separate YouTube channels. I mostly do gaming with Rogue here. Mine is Gem underscore Max on YouTube, and the same for Gem under Max at TikTok. I usually do TikTok stuff. I'm more popular over there than I hear. By somehow, don't know how it happened, but it did.
Okay, I think my sneezing attack is over with. So yeah. You can catch me over on the Twitchy side of things, not the Twitter side of things. I do have a Twitter still. But I mostly kind of stream on the Flickerbox TV, which I will give you pretty much that, as well as I've got Rogue Survive, which is pretty much nothing at this point. I'm not really worried about its build because, Flickerbox has done a really good job on doing what it's doing. So there is that. But I will put shit down there. See if I can get this to actually work. Let's see here. Blah blah blah. I think that's the link. We will post said link, copy into the linky thing. There you go. If you want to hit that link, you can go directly to Flickerbox. I don't know if I can find gems, but I'll do it. Gem underscore.
Let's see if I can find it.
Let's see if I could do that for you. There you go. There's your retarded mouse. There we go. Copy that. Put it in the thingy. You welcome. There you go. Did it? There you go. There you go. Blah. Yeah, I've already done that. So I'm a gifted co-host or
there you go. Well,
I
can't put it in the chat anymore because we don't have that option anymore.
You know what? It's good. I'm a gifted retarded host. It's fine. I have skills in places that most people can't even imagine. It's impressive. It's impressive and impressive.
He's very what's it called when he has a lot of humiliation too.
Yes, I have I really have that syndrome. It's one of those things.
He's I can't remember what that's called. Humility. He suffers from a lot of humility.
Yes, even though I have a degree of narcissism, I just like to humiliate myself every now and then.
Yes. Yes.
It's one of those things. Yes, I've learned how try to be humble by reminding myself to keep all feet on the ground as best you can. Subscribe. Well, thank you. Does Jem have a Twitter? I have no fucking clue. Jem,
yes, I do. It's at Gem underscore Max. Just look for the
That would be
Mouse
the
with a
same
cane.
fucking thing, just the at thing. There you go.
Gem_Max underscore maybe.
You have another underscore after that.
Yeah, I
So
do have another. Yes.
so I will put this in the linky thing because I found it. There you go. There's his Twitter. So if you request anything else while we're here, please do so before the allotted bell. Um, no, we don't have a bell, but I will be hitting buttons too.
I would tell you what, we should have kept doing the Medicare stream, but it doesn't look like that went anywhere either.
No, see that's the problem. I told you it's the whole Boogie shit. I don't care about what's going on with fucking Boogie. I don't care. I mean, yes, Sparky's kinda in this whole process of I called it and all that kind of shit. I don't fucking care. When it comes to Boogie, he's always been somewhat of a con artist. He's always been playing the fucking game. He got himself into the level of grifting that's beyond normal. He is the human lolcow. He is the reason why lolcow Live exists today. You take him off, the show pretty much dies.
Yeah.
So it just feels like they're creating drama. I don't care that they brought in Mutahar, and I don't care that Mutahar got a thread or whatever and dropped it over to Medicare. I don't fucking care on that point. I think that's just trying to create more drama. It's like they have nothing else to talk about. It feels like, and so now we're going to get another live edition of Jim doing the bookend of this entire weird little trilogy of Boogie.
Well, I thought it was funny that Boogie talked about how he went down the street to the guy that was giving out candy because he was such a lard ass. And everybody said, "Don't go to that guy, or you're gonna get raped." And then that's what happened.
A fat boy and candy.
Candy. I mean, he probably liked he liked it so much he kept on going to get back for the candy.
I mean, at that point, if you're down getting a finger in the ass or whatever, I don't know, maybe.
Here's the thing: at our age, when we were very young, we were always told, "There's a man that gives you candy, but don't go down there, or you're gonna get raped."
Yeah,
you're gonna get ass raped.
Yeah,
you went down there; that was your own fault. I mean, even the parents, they're like, "Hey, that's your fault."
I'm not gonna say you're not right on that one. DW, it feels very scripted as well. I mean,
it was bad.
Embellishment, no. Scripted, yes. Look, Keemstar during most of that conversation was eating popcorn. Then he fucked off. Came back dressed up in a hijab. Was mostly his t-shirt covered up his face and his fucking visor, sunglasses and that. And then he then puts a fucking box on his head while trying to eat popcorn and drink and all that kind of shit. Throws the box off while he's berating Boogie. So I honestly I don't fucking care. I really think that they need the hits. And unfortunately, Medicare, I feel like there's a point in time where he needs to recognize that this feels off.
He needs to realize that this is just the setup so they can make money off of him. Because Medicare's here.
What wasn't Boogie said he was fired that he had to be away from the Local podcast for a certain amount of time?
That was a week. Is it? Wasn't even a week.
Wasn't it Keemstar saying he would never appear on the podcast unless it's for like a guest appearance?
Yeah. Look what the guest was. I really feel like that. I feel like
didn't Wings or whoever decide to quit? I'm at a loss on how many of these fuckers have left.
It feels like Medicare was being used.
Yes, he is being used, and Boogie is playing. Look, we've already seen Boogie do the whole fake suicide shit.
We were hoping he'd do it.
Yeah, I'm like going just come back to me with the actual report that he done did it.
Stop teasing, do it.
Yeah, I mean this whole teasing this dick teasing thing is like what's the fuck? I mean, you're just blowing on the cock. Please just envelop it, please. Just be one with it. Jesus fucking Christ.
You're not doing us any favors here, fat boy. Come on.
I know.
Come on,
right?
get onto it.
Yeah, absolutely right. Because otherwise, he wouldn't know. Yeah, when that ex- that's what I mean. You got it right. This is not a very good organic conversation because on Boogie's side of things, when he finished that conversation originally when he was supposed to be fired, Keemstar pretty much cut off his stream. The stream was still going on the other players, Boogie, Amudahar, and Destiny.
At this point, I feel like I'm watching a bad WWE promo
Oh,
happening in the
you're watching
ring.
a very bad WCW promo.
Yeah, maybe that's more along the lines. WCW. Or ECW. No, ECW.
I mean, WWE, WWF wasn't the greatest overall, but it had its moments. It was picking up. It was getting more adult orientated.
I mean, like
This is where
today.
WCW 2000 has kicked in.
I mean, like, no, I mean, like WWE today.
Well,
Where The Rock comes out with his
problem is
promos on his
WWE
fucking
today,
wrist.
it has some really good moments and it has some really awkward moments. So I'd probably pick if I was going to go with it with an actual wrestling brand current, it'd probably be like AEW.
Yeah, AEW.
Nothing is really good.
You know,
no matter how much they have some really good top stars that are there, none of it makes sense.
No, it does not. It does. It really doesn't.
Yeah,
but you know,
yeah, he stepped. Yeah, he pretty much he did it. He stepped it down when he was being called out on the stream. But on Destiny's side of things, he was calling him a manipulative fuck, and you have Boogie going, "Great show, guys, great show," and just going through the whole process of like this was just a show. So what is this, guys? Is this an actual show or is this the real legit drama that's going on? Because he took a fucking butter knife to his arm. Okay, yeah, it had a point at the end of it. It could be considered like a steak knife, but it's still like one of those Chinese like dull ass
safety knives.
Yeah,
it's like a safety knife.
Yeah. It's good enough to actually probably pierce something, but not much. You would have to use the point.
Yeah,
and I don't think he was going to use the point.
No, definitely not.
He had knife. Look, here's the other thing. DW. If this guy was a fucking cutter, as he said he was, you'd see the fucking scars. Where are the scars of his cutting on his fucking stomach? Because if so, then it's being covered up by his child abuse scars. So what is it? Has he been abused through the course of his childhood, or is he a cutter? Because he has stated on one of the streams, I think it was on that same stream that he said he was a cutter. He's cut himself before. So which is it? He's a glorified cutter because I've seen cutters. Those scars don't go away.
Oh no, he's not a cutter. I mean, unless he's talking about he cut his pussy flap off. I mean,
yeah, I know, right? But
his
manhood, like, I mean, Ethan Ralph has two stomachs because it was cut.
Oh yeah,
so that's legit right there. Where is his cuts under his folds or something? I because we've seen him naked.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So.
Oh god!
Yeah,
it just god damn it, Rogue! Fucking image. It's in my head now. Fuck.
Look, he's done it himself. Look, he has shown.
No, you're doing it to me, but
yeah, but I'm also pointing at what he's actually done.
I know what he's done. He's done.
So we've sold his soul to the different aspects of his entire life, from his stupid antics to his weight loss, where he actually kind of showcased what he looks like, to his duck bubble bath that he had, to everything. We've seen it all. So yeah. I mean, I at this point I'm like going, what else is he gonna bring up? What's next? So I'm like, whatever. It is. It's one of those things. I just kind of go, whatever, man. It's just I'm tired of dealing with him and the ilk that he's surrounded by. I'm just moving away from that shit and kind of going, yeah, you do you, bro. And unfortunately, he's going to hit some of the actual drama channels, like Mr. Sen, Lyrics, and a few others. I probably missed a whole bunch of Turkey Tom, and if you probably go on, there's so much. Hell, even Tommy C's not even back yet from his fucking vacay. He's got to be coming back,
Oh, goddamn.
but he's got to deal with this shit. So
You know he doesn't care.
I
He
know,
cares
but
less than
still, no. But again, it brings entertainment on his end of it. So, but the other people that are doing this, they're going to be doing their exposés soon because they're working on the scripts right now because of
You
this.
know, at this point, I'm waiting for fucking Clown to come back.
Yeah, I know, right?
You remember Clown, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
TC Clown was it or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, you got it right.
TC. Yeah, I remember TC Clown. He was the best part of that show when they got rid of him, or he stopped coming back. I don't know. Well, no, what it was is Keemstar kept on saying, "You're a trust fund baby," and he's like, "I've never denied that."
Yep.
It's like, doesn't change who I am.
Nope.
And
nope.
He just got tired of fucking Keemstar and left the fucking internet. I think he was smarter for it, actually.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't put it past it, but no. I mean,
basically, you got a bunch of cucks on a TV show, minus Medeker.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Medeker. That's,
Yep.
But yeah, there are a bunch of guys that would, if they thought it would make them money, let men sleep with their women in order, on the internet, and sell it. I mean, fuck.
Well, I mean, that whole cuck thing has been a big draw, unfortunately, for a lot of the
I
the
guess
dying YouTube channels.
And more power to them if that's where they want to go, I guess. But honestly, I don't see the positives in it. So
no, there is no positives. Unfortunately, there is no fucking
for
positives.
them, I guess. Yeah, but like I said, I just do not want anymore. These fuckers.
I'm more interested in how they're going to like not Keemstar and friends, but Mr. Beast and Dr. D, Dr. Disrespect and his ilk, all that
And Mr. Beast.
that group. I'm more interested in how they're going to try to recover this shit.
I don't know. It would make a good reality show. The Destiny would probably win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, no. If you put DSP on there, he won, guaranteed.
That's true.
Dark Side Phil. He's still in the Willie caught him like it or not.
You know what? That's what we do. We make a reality TV show. Put them in. I don't know, like what was that show called with that horror movie with the puppet?
The horror movie with the puppet?
Saw. The Saw.
Oh, Saw. Yeah. Okay.
Reality Saw.
Look, the first thing I thought of was Chucky. Okay, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up.
The puppet, not the doll. The puppet. Chucky's a doll, not a puppet.
Look. I could also go with some other ones that exist.
I know.
So I mean, God.
But
horror movies and puppets, they go.
I think if we put them all in a Saw, they kill each other by the first room. But
yeah.
God.
I mean, like I said, oh yeah, the Puppet Master. There was another one I was thinking of too.
Oh,
like I said, my brain just kind of was like horror movie with puppets. There's
Mr.
like so many.
Is in for a world of hurt. I think Mr. Beast's safe. The problem is you can't know your friends completely.
No.
Everybody's got secrets.
Everybody's got a secret.
I have a secret. A few bodies under the rug
you've been shot
or
in
in
the
the
face
walls.
multiple times by the gooey bullets. So we know that, but
no, I just have some bodies in the walls.
I know. But no, I mean I haven't let out all of my greater secrets. So no one knows if I've got relationships or whatever. That is all kind of private kind of shit. But yeah, I'm not gonna go out there telling everybody who I'm sleeping with, who I'm not sleeping with. Whether I've been dealing with people that are considered underage, which no, but still, I don't have those levels of craziness. I'm gonna just kind of throw that out there. or be caught with pictures of this shit happening. No, sorry, not my thing, not my
No,
kid.
yes,
But
yeah. God damn. As many people have been caught on the internet, I'm like, guys,
yeah,
really? How
I mean, it's
fucking
social
retarded are you
fucking
to get?
media. That's what it's
And then,
designed to.
well, here's the thing. It's like there was a group that was going around. There was this one guy. Supposedly, he thought he was meeting somebody of age at a party,
Yeah,
or at a bar, and they came out and they got him. It's like, hey, the person I texted was 21. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They said they were 21, and then it turns out they were a scam. Fucking, like trying to make people look like that. I was like, shit.
well,
That's even
kind
scarier.
of, yeah, but that's kind of what happened with what's his face, the Catch Predator.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Because
exactly what
he
happened.
had a few that were kind of questionable. It's like wait, were you actually trying to catch an actual predator? Did you have a lull and you decided to set up a few people?
Yeah, there were actually a couple of the cases that did go that way, and he got sued.
Yes.
So, and apparently they had evidence.
Chris
because
Hansen,
he
that's
got fired.
Yep.
Chris Hansen, he got fired for that shit.
Yep. No shit.
Now,
I mean,
it's questionable whether he did it or the people he was working with did it, but yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I remember that shit. That shit was, it was like, oh, wow, these people are pieces of shit. And then you're like, wait a minute, something's not adding up here.
Uh-huh.
I mean, word would have gotten around pretty damn quick if this was real.
Yes.
And it was like, oh, turns out it wasn't some of it.
No,
It
and,
was
and that's where the problem comes in. So there's a lot of showmanship that's happening here, but do I believe everything that's happening on social media? Because social media is like the worst place for truth.
I mean, it's like believing Biden actually, went onto Twitter and uploaded a document of him retiring from the campaign.
Uh-huh.
I mean, come on. Who would believe that?
Who would? Who would? I mean, I don't even think he did.
I don't
He
even think he
probably
knew.
did, but I don't think he remembered doing it. But
I don't think he remembered doing it or signing his name. Because, damn. Fuck that thing. Like I said, we have had. This is the year of unbelievable moments.
Yes.
We're not done yet. I'm thinking,
No?
God, what's going to fucking happen in November?
Well,
and that's what scares me. It's like unbelievable moment, fucking out of nowhere. Somebody who wasn't supposed to win the presidency, some third or fourth candidate.
Well, what I know, which is going to be kind of weird so far. Apparently, Downey Jr. is going to be playing Doctor Doom in the Marvel universe, which is going to be kind of weird. I know, complete tangent.
Wait a minute, Robert Downey's coming back as Doctor Doom now.
Yes, that is the ongoing conversation.
He's not coming back as Iron Man.
No, not yet. You do realize that Doctor Doom does kind of portray Iron Man in the Thunderbolts kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean.
So I mean, it is a thing. I mean,
just shave the mustache and there's Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I mean,
Tony.
and realistically, no. Here's the funny thing: Doctor Doom really never takes off his mask.
I mean, it depends if we're doing an origin story.
Dude, the guy is like almost like Robbie Jr. What is he in his 60s now or something like that?
Almost 70s at this fucking point, dude. Almost 70.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So realistically, I mean, honestly, at this stage of the game, let's see if I can figure his fucking age out. But no, I mean, he's been doing it for a fucking long time, dude. I mean, you would think that he wouldn't be worried about.
Oh, he's 59.
Yes, going on to his 60s. So,
he's
yeah, I know, right? I mean, look, I mean, he's an okay looking chap. I mean, I don't know. He's scheduled to come back to the White House tomorrow. Who, Biden? Okay,
Biden?
Great for him.
I thought it was at the White House. They didn't say he left.
I mean, he's Biden. He's just because he's decided to call it quits doesn't mean he's left.
He went to Las
up
Vegas.
everything and he's gone.
He went to Las Vegas to visit the dollhouse while he had COVID.
I mean, probably. Who knows at this point? Maybe he met up with Roddy Downey Jr. and convinced him to play Doctor Doom. I don't
Diddle,
know.
Diddler, Doctor Diddler.
Yeah, why not? Why the fuck not?
Oh God! God damn it!
Oh Jesus!
Well, his middle name is Junior.
Yeah, see, there you go. So yeah, it's we have Disney on strike. We've got Marvel coming out with some really weird shit. We've got Disney coming out with their really weird shit because apparently Inside Out 2 is going to be passing Frozen 2, which again, not overly shocked by that.
I mean, they made their money. They made a good movie. I mean, if you throw enough shit against the wall, you might make a good movie eventually.
Yeah. I mean, that is basically
they have proven that theory.
It happens. Have enough garbage, and you give the player the viewer base something mediocre. They flock to it because it's better than half the shit you put out.
Despicable Me is already about. Here's the funny thing: Despicable Me already the past fucking Inside Out 2. Already.
Yeah, I know.
So Despicable Me 4, the fourth fucking generation of that fucking series. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ! I mean, it's don't get me wrong. It's a good show. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
But look, I've been paying attention to the numbers for all that shit, and yeah, Despicable Me 4 has been doing a really good bang up job. Even though, and again, it's I say it's the best movie of the entire collection. But yeah, they've been doing gangbusters for that. So I mean, jeez.
Let's see. What is?
Why, you want the numbers or something?
Yeah, I got them while I'm looking.
I mean, right now they're a little over $500 million.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, there's 577 million that's there, so they're slowly going up. For the Dear Jim parody, what would be a good crazy thing for? Look, all we would have to do is get the AI to talk like Ralph while he's on his Zandy berries, moment.
Oh yeah,
just take something from the pill stream. I mean, basically all you need to do, go to the pill stream. That's what it should be called now, the pill stream, because that's what he's been taking constantly. It's pills.
Oh, this has been a good stream.
It has.
I have my sanity back now that I don't hear my voice in my head anymore.
That's fine. I mean, you really didn't need to worry about your sanity in the first place.
Fuck. You speak for yourself. I need whatever I can have at this point.
Yeah, it's complete lies. You don't need anything. Yes, but no, like I said, it's we have ongoing drama that's being created constantly, and it is holy shit. I think I found something that's awesome. Okay, I've got to post this. I'm on the Twitters at the moment. See if I can get this to work. Let's see. I don't want you anymore. I want you to go to you. Share. There we go. Blah. So this is from AI. This is a fashion show with AI. So these are all characters that we all know, real life people. You remember the fashion shows and all that kind of shit where they get all those gaudy shit? So here it is. So we got the Pope.
Okay, this is AI. This is
AI.
Oh, god damn it!
It's better.
I've seen this, and now I know I've seen this because. Okay,
Mr.
God damn it! What the? That was actually cool.
There you go. There you go. Can't keep chains on him. Oh, there's Kim.
Kim, god damn.
Oh.
Insider trade. That looks like it's trying to say
It
insider
is. It
trading.
is. It is. It's all insider trader shit. She's covered in it. Oh yeah, that is the man that thinks that his shit don't stink when it comes down to Apple products.
Oh god damn it.
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook is
Oh, the Pooh Man himself. Look, he's got the whole Pooh gimmick.
works for him. Works for him well. Looks just like him.
It works. Perfect.
The fact that
Perfect. It's perfect. If the feminist yes.
The AI knows you're the world leader.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
all of them apparently. So
I know they're doing a pretty good job so far. I love the AI. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
I feel like she should be carrying a shotgun and a rope.
I really would, but she needs the power suit. She needs that whole that entire thing. I mean, I know
to
what
be
they're
covered
trying
in suicide hotline.
Yeah,
numbers.
that's the other thing that should be on there, not just the Supreme and all that. It should have some other features than that. Oh, jeez.
Oh god, damn that painting came back to Hot Bill in a big way.
Oh, I love it.
That painting.
Oh, the red shoes and everything. Ooh,
yeah.
Lizard
The
Boy,
Lizard Man.
Zucker. Okay,
and he's the designer. That's hilarious.
Oh, jeez.
You know what? That's actually.
Sure, why not?
Jesus fucking Christ. Certainly acts like Julius fucking Caesar.
I know, right? Oh, that's the Indian guy.
Yeah,
that's the Indian president. I forget his name, but I know.
That's Indonesia.
Oh, and that's the
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
that's the Saudi Arabian friend.
That's one of the Preds. Oh, jeez!
No! God.
Now, if she came out looking like that, I think she'd win.
Remember, she's always talking about coconut trees.
Oh, I know, but if she actually came out dressed like that, I think she'd win.
If she looked like that, yeah, but she don't look like that.
No, we all know she don't look like that.
We
but
know she has rub burns everywhere.
She probably would win.
She has carpet burns everywhere. That's why she always wears suits.
Oh, geez.
Long dresses.
Oh, man. Oh.
Money. Yeah.
Oh, the man behind the Amazon. Yeah, that definitely that works. Jesus.
Is that Shea Barbera on this?
Who on this guy?
Yeah, it looks like Shea Barbera.
Probably, but they're supposed to be
blurred.
American dollars. The problem is it's the Benjamins.
Yeah, doesn't look like Benjamin. Looks
See,
like
this is the
Che
problem when
Guevara.
it gets down to AI. I mean, you can tell it's AI 100% by the way how it walks and the
Some
feet
of them look like Planet of the Apes. Some look like
Yes.
Che Guevara. I mean,
Correct.
yeah.
So this is the problem when it comes down to AI. It's not going to be 100% spot on, but I know what's trying to go for because your American money is kind of blah. It's blah.
Lately it has been. Yes.
So, you have no really anything that inspires, which is why the colorful money is still killing you. I know you guys like the greenback and all, but maybe you want to add some color.
We did orange.
More than that, Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ!
We have a
Add
hologram
color,
now.
baby. Add color. Anywho,
We have a hologram with rainbow.
Oh, great. We've been using holograms for a while.
I know.
Anywho, that's the comfortable Bernie Sanders.
He doesn't have a mask and there's no chair.
I know. Oh, jeez.
Runway of power. Who the hell is that?
Who do you think?
I don't know.
The man behind, most of machinery nowadays that deal with computing powers.
What? Oh, fuck his name.
The brain behind Microsoft.
Joe
even though
Ross?
he stole it.
Joe Ross?
No. Okay, who's
that
trying to
Bill
tell
Gates?
you to take the shot and eat the bugs? He created an entire foundation.
what's his? Oh fuck! I know who you're talking about. It's Bill Gates. It's not Bill Gates. It's not Tim Cook.
No.
Matthew McDowell?
No.
I don't know. I honestly don't know who that is.
Bill
Gates?
Yes.
That doesn't look anything like Bill Gates.
There you go. But that you can tell by
It looks like Tim Cook.
No,
Tim
wearing
Cook was Bill Gates glasses.
Tim Cook was earlier.
I know, but that's what it looks like.
I know it's supposed to be, but it's not. This is an AI interpretation of Bill Gates.
All right.
It's one of those things because we already had Cook in his.
I know, but I thought it was just.
See, there's Cook.
Yeah.
See how Cook looks, and then we go all the way up to what looks like Bill Gates.
I don't think that looks like Bill Gates at all. But okay.
Mm. Well, he has aged now. See?
Now he look. Well, here's the thing. Like the last, go back to the last face show point of his face. Right there, for a second, at that moment, he looked like Bill Gates, but that was the only time.
Well, I hate to break it to you, that was the same face throughout.
No, it wasn't. The face actually morphs. Watch. Yeah, the face morphed.
No, it's the same face throughout.
Well, then I'm just getting really bad.
Yeah, you are. It's the same fucking face throughout.
Really
you get more light as he comes closer.
I guess. I thought it was less light.
No, you actually are getting more light because you get the glow.
Yeah, his face is morphing as he's walking.
Yeah, that's a standard, but you can see that there's a glow happening with the hair.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Because by the time you get here, he's got this entire
right there. I could tell that's Bill Gates.
Okay, I could have told it right in the beginning, which
I couldn't.
Okay, you need to.
I have my glasses on. I have a picture of Bill Gates right next to me. Still doesn't look like fucking Bill Gates. That is
so, like I said before.
Here's the thing. Everybody was complaining, oh, my Windows isn't working. I'm like, I don't have mine worked fine.
Yeah.
Everything was working fine. I didn't have a problem. Why is everybody else complaining about a problem? It's like everybody else was using Crossfire. I was like, that's why.
Well, Crossfire, that's a whole different conversation. Crossfire is was a security company that fucked up.
Yeah, and apparently not only did most major companies use it, but apparently a lot of people have their virus protection at home for it.
I never would have used it.
I never would either. I use Bitdefender. It's a hell of a lot more safe.
Whatever it's on this thing, I use it up because the Windows.
Probably Windows Defender.
Windows. I don't use McAfee or whatever. It's just whatever it has.
All right, we're at that 2
hours. I know. So we have hit that, getting close to that 2 hour mark. We have been doing this for fucking too long. So you guys got the privilege of an extra half hour. Congratulations. You weaned it out of us. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming on to yet another fine edition of Meto History. Yes, a Rogue Takeover. That's me, Rogue. And obviously we have Gemax, who has been a kindly old guest that has been listening to himself, all because of the fact of the restream. Just wanted to make sure that he doesn't say much.
Get off my lawn.
Anyways, I know, like I always say, I'm gonna give this motherfucker his last right. I'm gonna hit buttons. We're gonna get the fuck out of here.
What'd you